And now you are watching the StreamGeeks' first ever YouTube live video premiere. Please mute your cell phones and get ready for this exclusive online event. If you haven't already, hit that YouTube subscribe button and let us know you're here by saying hello to Paul, Tess, and Michael, who are already in the YouTube chat room.
And welcome to the StreamGeeks' first ever exclusive YouTube video premiere.
Are we live yet? Well, I guess kind of, because it's a premiere, right?
What's a YouTube video premiere, you might ask?
Well, it's just like the video premiere of your favorite Hollywood movies, except this video premiere happens right here on YouTube.
So you can watch from the comfort of your own home, at the office, or on the go.
That's right, the scope of YouTube's reach is far beyond traditional television, and of course, way more than the seats that you can fill up in a movie theater.
So YouTube is rolling out this feature as we speak. So if you don't see the YouTube Premiere feature on your upload screen, then just sit tight because it's coming to you next.
In this video premiere, we are going to share with you 3 marketing strategies that help you leverage YouTube video premieres with the already popularized live streaming features available on the platform.
So what's the best part? Well, all of this technology that YouTube is offering is for free.
And you know what's even better? YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. So by using these marketing strategies, we can extend your business's reach online. A recent study showed that marketers using video have 12 times the effective ROI of businesses that are simply using imagery and text.
So what's a YouTube video premiere all about?
It's all about generating excitement for your next big idea. Forget about randomly posting YouTube videos whenever you feel like it. Let's talk about strategizing your next video upload with a video premiere so that we can maximize your business's reach long term.
So once your YouTube account has access to the new feature, you'll be able to schedule your next video release.
This will allow your team to effectively coordinate your marketing efforts so that we can maximize your video's potential and really gain that excitement around your next commercial, product release, or maybe just a training video. Let's get started. Hello everybody, let's get started with our 3 marketing strategies to really maximize what you can do with video premieres. First of all, video premieres, how do you know if you even have access to video premieres? Well, on your upload screen on the right-hand side, we'll show you exactly where video premieres are going to show up as an option to schedule your video premiere. Let's take a look now. Video premieres, as you may know, are a brand new feature for uploading videos to YouTube and displaying them live at a scheduled time for your online audience. It's worth noting, and Tess, we've tried this before, it also works on both Facebook and Twitch as well.
It's a slow rollout, and we're thrilled to have recently received the feature. Now we get to share it with you.
So while you're uploading your YouTube video, if your account has this feature rolled out already, you'll see the premiere button there and the ability to schedule the time when you want your video to premiere. Fairly straightforward stuff. So let's talk about some of the benefits for YouTube premieres. First of all, we can build up excitement for a video release. And Tess, I know you do a lot of work with this, so sending out an email marketing, kind of getting the social media rolling. And there's a lot of strategies we're going to talk about really just building the hype for your next upcoming video.
My favorite part of this is being able to chat live with your audience, a live interaction. And as we talked about earlier, it's a great way to break the fourth wall beyond what you would typically be able to do with a recorded video.
Yes, and if you really think about these premieres and strategize how you're going to do them, you can leverage this new feature to build your online audience, grow subscribers, potentially grow a Facebook group. You can see we're asking you to join our Facebook group. You can ask your audience to take the next step with you after the video premiere, which we're suggesting may actually be a live Q&A, leveraging the free Facebook Live streaming features. So a couple of the other features, first of all, you get a live chat. So you can chat with your audience the entire time. And this is just so important. You can get some of your best customer insight here in a live chat room.
You can Be rest assured that your video is going to be stayed, posted just as it would in a typical video upload.
And the URL will remain the same. So as you're emailing, sharing this out on social media, Twitter, whatever you're doing, that URL is going to remain the same so that weeks later, that URL will still remain active. And then finally, chat replay, something that I really enjoy on Facebook and YouTube, the ability to follow up with that chat and see what the live show was talking about. The great part about this is it's available on demand. So even when viewers are watching your premiere weeks later, they can kind of feel like they were there live at the premiere. So this premiere feature is just like the new live streaming features as well, allowing your audience to really feel that engagement and community around the content. So who should use a premiere? First of all, I really think that brands specifically are going to love this feature for new product launches.
It's a great way to connect with your audience and have them know your brand or yourself a little bit deeper than you typically would.
From a corporate perspective, and actually our brand uses this for training videos. So right now we're doing a training video. We're going to try to break that fourth wall a little bit with you guys because we're in the chat room now, but this video was recorded a little bit earlier. So there's a lot of fun things you can do, and taking those maybe boring corporate training videos and premiering them with a live Q&A has a lot of benefits, specifically in the corporate world where we want to protect our corporate image, the brand image. We want 100% control over the training video, which when you're live streaming, let's be honest, things can happen and it's unpredictable to a certain extent. So now we're giving brands and corporate businesses the ability to have full control over the video content exactly the way it's going to be premiered, and then in a more controlled setting, offering a Q&A session, which we'll talk about in a moment.
Video production industry is certainly going to be interested in this. Say you have a trailer that you're about to release. Gain excitement for that event with a live audience. What better way than that? Something I wanted to do while we were here with you to give a perfect example of how you can connect with your audience through an on-demand video with premieres is asking them a question. So if you're watching this during the premiere, let us know in the chat what city you're from.
That is a great idea, Tess. And that's the kind of thing that you want to do in these live video premieres, because remember, it's a mix between on-demand video and live streaming. We are recording this before the event is actually being live streamed. And on the note of the video production companies themselves, a lot of video production companies haven't started using live streaming for their clients. And this is that first step into the live waters. And I feel like this is going to bring a lot of people into the live streaming industry, and a lot of people that are, not everyone is using live streaming yet. In fact, it's actually a smaller percentage of the market than you might think. And this new feature of bringing on-demand videos to live premieres is really going to help bring a lot more people into the industry. And then finally, two more actually, small business. So small business, you can replace those maybe boring old webinars with a premiere and a follow-up, and we'll talk about how to use it for also maybe promotional. So if you are about to release a new promotion for your business, drive all that traffic, drive the hype, get the excitement up with the premiere, and then drop that video at a specific time.
And finally, film and cinema. YouTube has a different way to be able to reach audiences at any time or place, not just in the movie theater. So we're certainly going to see them stepping towards YouTube as a form to reach their audience.
So we're in the live chat now, and I'm going to answer this question.
Oh, you already had a question,
but here we go. What do you think about video premieres? Is it going to be a technology that you're going to use for your business or your clients? And then Tess, I got a question for you.
Okay. Are you looking forward to our live video Q&A? We'll be able to respond to that question in the chat during this premiere right now.
And we're kind of talking about two different strategies here. The live Q&A is strategy 2. Strategy 1, I call the pump and dump. I wish I had a little bit better of a
yeah, that's not so sexy.
It's not this isn't the sexiest way of putting it, but I like it because it rhymes. I probably got to find a better name for this. But what we're talking about here is a pump up live stream before the premiere. Okay, so you go live, whether you're going live on your YouTube channel or maybe your Facebook channel. And I really believe that Facebook can be used as a live streaming, a native live stream, because we know how hard it is to try to push traffic to YouTube simply by sharing a YouTube link in Facebook, non-native video content. Facebook shuns it. But if you go live on Facebook natively, and then in the live stream, you're talking about the premiere, it's exclusive on YouTube, you should be able to be successful to drop that YouTube link in the chat room and drive traffic from Facebook, which is so hard to do sometimes, directly to YouTube. So I call this the pump and dump. I've actually been popularized by Daryl Eves, but I've also seen Loria Petrucci from Live Streaming Pros do this. It can be done on a mobile device, informal live stream, or it can be done in a professional setting as well.
It's a great way to drive initial traffic, heavy traffic to the video, which then helps it be seen by more people quicker in the algorithms.
Now, the benefits of this strategy, of course, is to build up the active audience and deliver that to your video premiere. Kind of provides the algorithm a kickoff of video views and watch time. And if you've kind of learned a little bit about view time and the algorithm on YouTube, the first 24 hours are some of the most important data. If you're showing promising data in the first 24 hours, YouTube is much more likely to recommend your video to other channels. And if you're really going for the coveted trending tab, which is difficult to do for a small channel, but possible to do for medium to large size channels, your video can actually go viral. But that first 24 hours is so important. And this strategy really helps to, maximize your potential to reach.
Finally, it opens up the doors between you and your audience and building that brand and creator relationship with the people who matter most, the people who are watching your content.
Now, strategy number 2 is the classic Q&A, and this is incredibly valuable for businesses, small businesses, corporates, and brands. And I highly suggest doing this for anyone who believes that their audience is going to have questions. They're going to have follow-up, and you can't maybe really do justice simply in the chat room. If you have a very, very popular live stream with a lot of people chatting, it's almost impossible to gather all the chat messages and to really do the chat rooms and the questions justice simply via text. So we highly suggest for a video premiere to schedule a follow-up Q&A live stream on YouTube. And you can actually do what's called comment queuing. So you can go in the chat room using something like vMix Social. Wirecast has a social media integration, Livestream Studio, the TriCaster, depending on the really more professional live streaming software that you're using. You can go through the comments and choose the ones that you feel are most applicable and most valuable as a kind of reflection point for your audience to digest, and you can answer them. So if you're the director of a video, if you are the lead engineer behind a product release, answering those questions and being that person to answer those questions can really add a lot of value. The other main thing I wanted to mention about the Q&A session of this is that a lot of people like to really engage with your content and really kind of reflect on it from their own perspective. And if you're not doing that, you're missing a crucial portion of the educational process. And this is well documented. If you're simply expecting people to watch your video and get everything they can out of it, you're missing potentially more than 50% of the educational process, which is the portion of the Q&A where people are asking questions on how it relates to the context of their own lives. So don't forget this very important process where people are digesting the material that you have presented and then asking questions about how it applies to their life, their application, their business, their perspective. So don't take this lightly. The Q&A really should be involved in almost any premiere. Make time for it. Michael, our director here, was talking to me earlier saying that, if you've got a 2-hour documentary, maybe you just premiere the first 15 minutes and make time for that Q&A session where you can get that one-on-one, and you can have maybe a social media manager like Tess, who has lots of experience reading through the chat room and queuing up and maybe even displaying on the screen the most important comments to your conversation. Okay, the benefits. We kind of talked about those, didn't we?
We did. We worked through most of these, but it's just important to reach your audience, communicate with them, build authentic and true relationships with them. And these live strategies are really what helps us connect with our audience, and we hope that it'll do the same for you.
So finally, the third strategy is called the hybrid. We highly suggest leveraging Facebook. I think that using Facebook and Instagram as platforms to notify your audience that a YouTube premiere is coming up is only going to help you. YouTube is only going to notify the people who have subscribed to your channel and hit the bell button.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be a small portion of your audience. You might find that Facebook and Instagram are doing a better job of handling those live notifications. I know you've kind of found that, Tess, in some of your social media efforts.
There's social networks giving you the ability to show up in somebody's feed spontaneously.
So it really helps, and using a mix of this, including email marketing.
Absolutely. Notifying your customers via email as well to drive to your video.
If you're using a mix of all of these technologies, you're going to find that your video premiere is going to have a collaborative, engaging experience where you can actually learn from the chat room, learn from your audience. What are the keywords that they're using? How are they reacting to the content? This can give you instantaneous feedback about your latest product release, webinar. What are the things that you missed? What are the things that you need to improve on? It's incredible, and in its scalability is what is kind of mind-boggling. This is not just television. This is not just a movie theater. This is everyone's smartphones, computers, televisions. YouTube has done an amazing job really being so far-reaching as the world's second largest search engine. So I highly suggest using that live pre-show to pump up your audience. I highly suggest using the Q&A features. And then finally, if you're interested in learning more, the StreamGeeks, this is what we do. This is the world we live in, and we actually live stream quite a lot. And you can learn from us how we actually do a live stream, a post show, and a podcast. And we can't go over all of that today, but YouTube premieres are going to become an important part of our strategy. And I would highly recommend subscribing to our channel and maybe hitting that bell button so you can get updates all the time on what we're doing.
All right, guys, hang out for the Q&A after this if you're watching it live. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you next time.
See you guys soon.